What's up, guys? Robert Thompson here. I know it's been a crazy world out there, but I just want to say thanks for listening or watching Robertland. We talk about a lot of stuff on this show. Pop culture, theme parks, life, comedy. I mean, you got it. It's all in there. But we talk about a lot of painful things, too. You know, we poke fun at a lot of painful things because life can be painful. And what's more painful than the Mighty Ducks 3? No, just kidding. Just kidding. I'm excited. You guys, hope you enjoyed the intro to the intro. So here, fuck yeah.
You're listening to the Fuck Yeah Nation Network.
Jon Shefsky here. Get ready for the Mighty Ducks D3 episode of Robertland. Mighty Ducks goes back very far into my history when my brother Joshua and I used to watch it before all of our roller hockey games in the 90s. In fact, Mighty Ducks 2, a family favorite, has a scene that my brother and I used to watch on repeat and chuckle when Gordon Bombay meets the opposing coach from Greenland on the rink during practice, and the Greenland coach says, "Well, please, play a little with me." My brother and I used to rewind that and watch it over and over again just to laugh at a grown man in such an alpha state saying, "Well, please, play a little with me." All right, guys, it's knuckle puck time. Let's enjoy the episode. Please, play a little with me.
Hi, welcome to Robertland. That's right, your favorite not safe for work comedy theme park podcast. And I'm your host, Robert Thompson, comedian, musician, theme park phenologist, all I do. What is up, everybody? How you guys doing? It is a beautiful day to be alive, man. I've got my Ducks shirt on. It's really tiny on me. It's like a belly shirt. I love it, man. I got it at the Circle K. Actually, a crackhead had it. I stole it off of the crackhead, and I beat the living shit out of his cock. So it's all right. We made no. There was no masturbation of a crackhead, and I have no problem with crack, man. I've done Adderall. It's in the same ballpark.
But did shit come out of his cock though? Did that really happen?
Yeah, poo-poo came out of his pee-pee.
Shit came out of his cock.
It was actually a miracle in science. And speaking of miracles, D3, the Mighty Ducks. Part 3 is the topic of the program today. I'm really laxed. I feel like this changes my demeanor. I'm sitting in a lounge chair, this would be like you'd be at the park, you'd be watching like the fucking the cover bands at like a park somewhere, concerts in the park, get the family out. I love that. I went to a classic rock. It was a classic rock concerts in the park. And the most
I love those. I go with my grandparents all the time.
Yeah. They played all the classics like the Hokey Pokey. And Johnny B. Good was the closest. You thought you were gonna hear like Leonard Skinner or like Zeppelin, but no, the Hokey Pokey. Whatever. It was like the Wiggles, like on meth. That's what they were doing. But speaking of methamphetamine, Mighty Ducks D3 is definitely a fun film. Yeah, speaking of Goldberg really shines in D3, and we're going to get all into it, guys. This is the final installment for now of our Mighty Ducks series. We'll eventually talk about the new series on Disney Plus, and maybe throw in a bit about the animated series in the 90s as well. And it's exciting, guys. We got Rossco Soletrain on the program again, of course, and Mr. Ryan D. Man, we are here to knuckle puck you up in your motherfucking vaginas, wieners, whatever you like to acknowledge. We're here, and we are gender queer. Get used to it. Now, I don't know. Are you guys gender queer? I'm cool with it. I'm cool with whatever you choose to be. It just rhymed in the moment. Sometimes. Okay, cool. Well, I mean, it's a free world.
I mean, dude. I'm gender fluid, so it just changes from day to day.
Yeah, me too. I actually
You kind of look like a model a little bit. I was thinking that the other day. Kinda have a little
the bearded lady.
Dude, I look like Chaz Bono, bro. It's
My balls look like Chaz Bono. But guys, I'm excited. This is my favorite segment of the show. It is called Theme Park Minute with Zack Hillman, where you get a little factoid about theme parks. We'll do that, and then on with the fellas, and on with the Mighty Ducks 3, and maybe a little bit about the Holocaust. No, just kidding. That's too heavy. We'll save that for our Saving Private Ryan special. Wait, is the Holocaust in Saving Private Ryan?
I think Saving Private Ryan.
It's World War II, right?
Isn't that Vietnam?
Is that Vietnam?
No, it was World War II.
Or was it the Spanish-American War? I don't know. It's all old.
It was the Cuban Missile
It was
Crisis.
a Cuban. Okay, I think no. It was the Desert Storm movie. Yeah.
That's what
But
was happening.
yeah. Anyways, Theme Park Minute. Enjoy.
This is Theme Park Minute with Zack Hillman. The only place that you can find Audrey Hepburn's handprints is at the Grauman's Theater in Disney World's Hollywood Studios. The iconic actress cried when they took a cast of her hands, noting that no one had ever asked for her handprints before. Carrot Top also cried when they took his handprints, but he clarified that it was just an overreaction caused by a bad mix of steroids and PCP.
Bet you didn't know that, did you? Well, here I am, with me, Rossco Soletrain and Ryan D.
What is up, guys? Man, here we go. Mighty Ducks 3, D3, Rossco, fucking Ryan, dude. What's up, guys?
Yeah,
How'd you guys?
what's up?
So we now have seen the 3 films of the Mighty Ducks. We're ready to talk about this one. What's your thoughts on D3, Mr. Ryan?
Actually, this is my first watch ever. So
That's right. Ryan has never seen it. So,
Yeah.
as an adult, what do you think of this one?
I enjoyed it. I really did. It seemed to flow honestly a little bit better than the first two. I think. I mean, there was some random shit that the editing of these movies are so wild because there's so much stuff that just doesn't get explained and it just cut and we're here and we're you know what I mean. But
it's got like an AGT energy. The way it's cut, it's very ADD.
Yeah. So, I mean, they really set up the premise like right away, right at the beginning. You know,
Right
it's just
away.
like right, we get right into
Guess
it.
what?
Yeah, and we get no Coach Bombay. You know, and it's like, you know, they pretty much set you up for what you're about to
See.
experience, I
Yeah,
guess.
right away.
Right away, yeah.
I agree with you though. This one definitely has, like, if you think about it, there's kind of like there's more because D2 and 1 are pretty fast paced, and this one kind of slows it down where you get to kind of like see the team. There's more like team drama stuff.
Yeah.
And maybe it's because Dawson's Creek was around the corner. I don't know, but
I don't even say it's team drama. It's more so fucking pussy ass Charlie being a cock the entire movie.
I know. I
And
love
just
that.
creating dog shit the entire
Yeah.
time.
I love that because when I was a kid watching this one, I remember being like, "Yeah, Charlie, this new guy seems like he's got a
dick."
stick up his ass." But you realize how much of a punk ass Charlie Conway is. The all-star player of the first movie that didn't even do anything
No.
in this part 2, and then now he's got a big old fucking
Chip
cock.
on it. Yeah, totally.
Yeah, he's got a big old cocky attitude, and he brings it. When you realize, like, they come in playing completely illegally, doing all these fucked up tricks that are illegal.
Yeah.
Charlie's got this big old chip on his shoulder. He's being a total cock to the new coach. So what happened to Bombay? How come he's not? He doesn't explain, right? He just
Oh, no,
is
they-
like,
they explain it.
explain it
Yeah.
right at the beginning. It's
He goes to play for like he's like the coach of Team USA Junior or something.
Yeah,
like
they
that.
like he gets like some sort of promotion or some
Yeah,
shit.
yeah, that's
and,
why he can't do it.
And
So don't do it, Coach Bombay.
But you know what's crazy is like I thought they were really, you know, they barely hit the surface on like Charlie's abandonment issues. And,
Yeah.
and I
Fucking
really,
touch it.
I really thought that they could have gone somewhere with that. You know what I mean? Like which would have made a lot more sense to why his attitude was that way.
yeah.
You know. That was like just a simple thing of like him just saying like everyone leaves or something like that. You know what
Yeah.
I mean? Because he doesn't have a dad, and like Coach Bombay was like his father figure, and by him kind of leaving him, like, you know, he's that's why he's acting this way. But we know this only because we watched these first 2 movies like last week. So anybody else watching this movie, if you watch this movie like 3 years after you watch D2, you're like, why the fuck is he being like that?
Yeah.
You know? Like,
And there's a lot of weird stuff. Like, I mean, when you talk about his abandonment issues, like they don't even talk about Charlie's stepdad that you didn't see in part 2 that they mentioned. Like, oh yeah, Charlie's mom. Oh, she's got a new husband and she's not around now. And it's like they don't touch on any of
Yeah.
that. Now she's back at she's back in the movie and she's working at the diner again.
yeah.
Yeah, this one's it's funny because I felt like they really wanted a college Mighty Ducks movie because it's a private school.
Right.
Yeah.
And so now they're playing, they got
That
scholarship.
Bombay went to. It's
Yeah,
like, oh yeah, Bombay went here too. Crazy, huh?
Yeah.
Yeah, what a coincidence. Yeah, it's kind of funny. It's hilarious though because speaking of another character in 2 that is not mentioned is Hans from the first one.
Who owned the hockey shop?
Yeah, so Hans is like a mentor to Charlie and Bombay.
Yeah, totally.
He's an old German toy maker. I don't know what he does. He listens.
Skate sharpener.
Yes,
Practical joker.
He's always sharpening skates.
Yeah, squirting ketchup.
Yeah, squirting
just
ketchup. Yeah,
randomly and just fucking. Oh,
yeah.
Stupid.
I got you. Yeah, he got that actually when he worked in those camps in the 40s. Oh. He liked
Going right
No,
into
I'm
it.
not trying to say that Hans was a Nazi. I'm saying like maybe he worked with camps with kids.
Yeah.
He was in America.
He
then,
was a
yeah.
counselor.
Yeah, he was.
No,
Yeah.
but yeah,
From
but,
tricks that he learned in the old country. though.
yeah. But what I love about him is that Hans does. Okay, so Hans listens to high school kids.
Oh no,
games.
he listens to it, but it's like they're broadcasting these fucking games.
Yeah.
This movie is. We got to unpack this fucking
Yeah.
thing because I have.
Well, let's
I have-
back up.
Yeah.
Let's okay. So the reason why we're here with Mighty Ducks, so they get a full ride scholarship to
Yes.
this private school.
Yes.
That's announced by Coach Bombay at the beginning of the movie.
Right.
And the reason they get this scholarship is because they've been playing hockey so well.
Because they won the Goodwill
and they-
games in Team USA.
And Team USA,
So
right?
so like basically, they're like, oh, we'll just take in all these kids and they'll be our junior varsity team, and anybody else in the nation, fuck them.
yeah.
You know, it's like fuck these guys. We're just gonna take the other these teams. But you know what? The funny thing is the last note that I took on this fucking about this movie is that the whole movie, the last game of the season meant absolutely fucking
Nothing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Nothing. It
Yeah,
was
there was
a game
nothing
against
at
varsity.
stake. Yeah.
No, it was a fucking exhibition game.
Yeah, what was that? Yeah,
It was that's all it was.
they played one game where they lost and they ate dicks.
So they tied.
Oh, they tied. That's
Yeah.
right. That's right.
They scored 9 goals and then they just like fucked off and then they tied.
Yeah.
And then they play an away
The scrimmage game.
yeah.
They're like, oh, we're gonna fucking try the scrimmage game real quick. I don't know.
Yeah, it's
I think this movie was a fucking piece of shit. It was a fucking piece. In fact, I bought this hat specifically for this podcast, and I'm gonna take this fucking thing off because, you know what, the Ducks were a bunch of buttholes in this movie, so they don't even deserve it.
yeah. They even like forced the guy to like bring the Ducks back. Like he kind of gets like pushed into bringing them.
Oh, Coach
back.
Orion?
Yeah.
Yeah, and what's funny too is that Coach Orion was like the best thing that could have happened to these kids. You know, and he was the nice. He wasn't nice, but like he was really what the Ducks needed.
Yeah, he
And they-
woke them up to like,
Yeah.
hey, this is fucking hockey.
Yeah,
I don't care
yeah,
who you
no,
are.
I don't know
You got to
guys-
play to win.
Right, and like,
yeah.
I don't know you guys. You guys are new to the team, so we're gonna get a new. We're gonna see who's the captain. So now anybody can be captain of the team.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
And we're gonna test the goaltenders, see who's a better goaltender. Obviously, it's not Goldberg because Goldberg is literally admitted to just fucking off.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know, I've been doing shit, coach. You know, it's.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's a horrible goalie. Like at one
Yeah.
point, he's not even a goalie.
No, at the end of the movie.
Yeah.
They take him out of goal and they put him on fucking skates.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. But yeah, okay, well,
there's so much.
Yeah, let's.
And he can't even fucking skate because there was that whole sequence in the beginning that was a carbon copy
Yes.
of him fucking like not being able to skate in part 2, where he's like out of control and the dog's chasing him and
Yeah.
I mean, that whole thing went on way too fucking long.
Oh, yeah.
Let's talk. Yeah. Okay. So there's the classic like 90s rollerblading scene.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, a la fucking Power Rangers. You know?
yeah. Very Power Rangers-esque. Yeah.
Where the ducks are on on rollerblades, but for some reason half of them are like at orientation,
yeah.
and the other half are what they fucked off. They woke up late.
Did Charlie
skating
get into
around.
weed in this one? I feel like he was smoking
dude.
weed in this
Yeah,
one.
probably.
Like,
Yeah,
it
this
just,
stuff,
or
the downers, dude.
Yeah,
Just a
like,
bunch of downers.
Yeah.
yeah, he was very. I think they tried to appeal to like how like kids movies of the last decade like try to appeal to like kind of like emo kids.
Yeah.
like
Yeah.
this was definitely like a disgruntled grunge kid for sure.
He
in
wasn't
this
even
one.
a grunge kid. He was a metal kid, remember?
Yeah, he liked
I
Pantera.
like Pantera.
yeah,
Did he say he liked Pantera?
yeah,
Yeah,
I did.
After the girl
After
was
the
like,
girl
I like
said-
Pantera.
Yeah.
When he was like spitting
Right.
game at the
Yeah.
Save the Whales girl. Yeah, yeah.
I wonder why they used Pantera. Like, because I like Pantera.
Fuck
Yeah,
yeah.
fuck yeah.
But I'm like, it's just so strange. Like, you would think, Pantera was a pretty big heavy metal band, but
they were. I mean, but at the time they were still looked at as like at that time like oh shit,
pretty extreme.
Yeah,
so,
I think it was like probably Far Beyond Driven era. Was it or maybe Far
It was
Beyond?
'96 when the movie came
Was
out.
it? So it was Cowboys from Hell?
No, it might be. It might have been a Vulgar Display.
Which is the beast, dude. Yeah, it's so funny.
All those albums are good.
Yeah, dude. It'd be funny if she was like, "I love Hootie and the Blowfish."
Yeah,
I mean that would have made more sense.
Absolutely.
Like, for this geeky girl. I mean, like I'm not
That's
judging.
badass.
I'm not judging anybody.
Yeah.
But I think it was just a strange. It was just an odd choice.
Yeah.
Like,
It was.
I love Pantera.
I love Pantera. Like it's just like
Dimebag wrote this movie.
Was one of the writers just like a metalhead or something?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Probably.
Or maybe like there was some kind of like somebody was like, well, "What's an edgy metal band right now that like would kind of throw Charlie off guard that maybe he listened to?" And
Yeah, maybe
Pantera.
that was maybe that was the point.
Yeah,
Yeah.
something. And then there was like weird stuff in the school, like they put a picture of Newt Gingrich in the movie.
Yeah, and there was like a Newt Gingrich joke where he's
the
like,
fuck?
"Oh, they have Wayne Newton pictures." Remember that? Averman. Averman, by the way, looks more and more like Bubbles from Trailer Park Boys. Like I feel like Averman is like a kid that should have been on like maybe a team for kids with maybe
Special Olympics?
Yeah, maybe he could have played with Orion's kid.
Oh no!
But he
Here
has-
you go,
but
Charlie.
know what
Calm the
thing-
fuck down. His
But
kid.
You know what? To be a duck, you have to. It's not just about your talent level. You have to have a certain kind of special ability.
There's got to be
He's got the wit of Woody.
Yeah. He's got the wit and charm of Woody Allen in this movie.
He really
yeah,
does.
Yeah. Newt Gingrich, more like Wayne Newton. Yeah, and he gets like cross-eyed. He definitely looks more and more like Corky from that '80s show.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh my god.
Yeah.
What was that? I can't remember the shame. I remember the character, but just the 10 of us. No, it wasn't that.
Yeah. I don't know.
You know, Corky. He's the Down syndrome kid from that one show. He actually had Down syndrome. I'm not making.
I mean, yeah, it
saying
wasn't
that.
prosthetics.
From what show?
One
It was like
Life
an
to Live?
eight. It was an '80s like drama show.
Yeah,
but
yeah,
I would love to see like Averman though. Yeah, he's a witty guy. He's the goofball. But they're all goofballs. You know what I'm
they are,
saying?
Yeah, but
For the most part.
here's the funny thing is that though, like we were just explaining, is like when you really look at it, it's just like the way Karate Kid was, right? When you look at it from the other side.
Oh, sure.
Like
Yeah, if you
then
look
you
at-
you realize like LaRusso was the fucking villain.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
so when you look at this version of this
The Ducks are
this
the villains.
the Ducks are the villains. They got a free ride to this to this school where they're like basically thinking they're hot shit.
Yeah.
And the
And fuck
varsity
off the whole
team
time.
and the varsity team's like, fuck you guys.
Yeah.
Like we've actually worked to get here.
Yeah.
And you guys are just gonna fuck off and just
They shit all over Banks.
Yeah.
They're like, oh, Banks, we're third line on varsity, and he's like, oh shit, and they're just like, fuck
right. And
you,
yeah,
idiot.
Banks makes fucking varsity and they shit on him.
Yeah, and it's
for
like,
not
good
being
for him.
Yeah.
He deserved it. He fucking deserved it because he was their best fucking player.
Yeah.
So it's their fucking priorities are all fucked up.
They should have brought out Agent Cody Banks in this one. I love the cameos in this one though. You've got the girl from the tutor from the second comes out. Well, Hans, of course, is back. We didn't get to mention Jans. That's what I was getting at. Jans is another character. Hans' brother Jans basically was a figment of our imagination.
Yeah.
It's like, forget
yeah.
that he was even in the last movie.
Yeah, he
doesn't exist.
Yeah, he was busy doing Bill and Ted promotional tours. I don't know why that actor
knows?
couldn't do it.
I was saying I think Jans faked his own death and just came back as Hans.
Yeah.
And he's like, oh, that was my brother.
Yeah, he has some debt. He's escaping. Yeah.
He fucking just pulled some insurance
Some kind
scam.
of weird Scooby-Doo
Yeah.
type of
That's why he grew out his hair too.
Yeah.
And that's why he died again. Yeah. So Hans dies abruptly in this movie.
Yeah.
It's like a turning point in the movie where Charlie's really feeling alone. And then, Estevez comes back to kind of mentor him back into like
For a second.
getting his head together.
Yeah,
And,
comes the funeral, and hey, man.
yeah.
Yeah,
Hans loves you.
that's why Jans didn't show up to the fucking
Yeah, 'cause they're the
Jan
same
didn't show up.
guy.
Yeah, his fucking brother.
It's the same guy.
Yeah. Like that. No wonder he shoehorned that bullshit. In the second one, yeah, he's back at home with the mother, even though they're both like 75 years old. Yeah, I love his. Hans also has a very interesting hair choice in this movie. He's got like a what's the dude from the fucking oatmeal?
The Quaker guy.
Yeah, the guy.
Oh, he totally has that hair.
yeah.
He looks like that guy a lot.
Yeah. He looks like the Quaker Oats dude, or Benjamin Franklin or whatever. But
He does have a
but yeah, I love how Hans also subscribes to a radio station that plays high school.
high school hockey.
Yeah, he's listening to it 24/7.
Yes.
If he's not playing pranks on the kids or
Right.
sharpening skates all day.
Oh, I cut myself, Charlie. Oh.
Do you think
Come
do you think he
Hans.
jerks off with the skates? Like he sharpens the fucking blade and just like plays with his urethra? Like
Oh, he's like one of those people that likes to like cut.
the masochist,
cutter.
like the
Yeah,
I don't know
yeah.
what they're called. Like they put like fucking weird pins
They're
in
into
their
that.
cock.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, sounding?
God.
Is that
Oh my
sounding?
goodness, It's called sounding. Yeah. And I didn't know what the fuck that was until I worked with these two gay guys, and they were like,
Did they show you the Pain Olympics?
He was like,
Oh, the Pain
Oh,
Olympics.
fuck.
You guys know about the Pain Olympics?
I don't know about it, but I can only imagine.
Look how excited you got.
Okay,
about
no,
that.
I worked with a guy. He's a hilarious character named Furman in the parking lot.
Furman.
He had a lot of stories. He'd
I
come,
can already picture what this guy looks like with the name Furman.
With the name Furman.
yeah, well,
Yeah.
he'd come to work and he's this big dude. He'd be like, "Hey, Robert, you know I fought the devil this morning. I threw my uncle through a sliding glass door. We had a little disagreement." And I was like, "Oh, really? You did this all before noon? You know, like you threw your uncle?" Yeah, he claimed to have like met like he had always had these tall tales. He had a run-in with like a biker gang from Sons of Anarchy, where he said that the head honcho of the gang had like in fucking Return to Oz, the creepy witch with all the heads and her
Yes.
like he said there was headless, and he's telling me this. It's not a joke. It's not it's not absurdism. It's just insanity.
Yeah.
So one time he took forever to tell stories too. He was a great storyteller, but it took 8 hours.
Yeah.
Because he'd be like, he'd start it and he'd be like, "Hey, Robert, have you heard of the Pain Olympics?" And I'm like, "What the fuck? What's the Pain Olympics?" And be like, "Well, it's this thing on YouTube where these guys have ropes around their necks and they're lifting like big bricks by their necks." And then there was this old like white lady, looked like Betty White, that was like coming by. "Oh, here you go." And then he was all, and he like forced a smile and he stopped talking about it. He's just like real G, like he doesn't want to talk about stuff that could get him incriminated, And he's all like with a painful smile. And then literally 8 hours later, I totally forgot about it. And he's all, "So the Pain Olympics, it's all about pain." And then he was telling me, and then he showed me and this other guy that I worked with. This other guy would share Bible quotes on Facebook. And then he shows me and him a little snippet of Pain Olympics. He's all, "Robert, look, he's chopping his cock off."
Yeah.
Jesus
And it's
Christ.
literally, it looked like a hot dog, and the guy was slicing it.
Yeah,
and I was
dude.
like, "What?" And he's showing me and this other guy.
Yeah, they're like this guy like I saw this one with this guy. He cuts his fucking his sack open and like pulls a ball out. Yeah,
Christ.
yeah, it's fucking wild, man. And yeah, it's like. That's the kind of shit that remember we were talking about Mr. Hands,
Yeah.
or Mr.
Happy
Hands, and and one guy, one jar. That kind of shit was being passed around like around the same time.
Yeah, it kept getting worse and worse.
Yeah. Oh my god.
I'd say Mighty Ducks 3 is the precursor to all of that
To be honest
pain.
with you, I probably would rather watch the Pain Olympics than watch Mighty Ducks 3 again. So.
Oh no,
Yeah.
no, don't say that. Don't say that.
So, I mean, I'm glad we put that out there for anyone that wants to watch Misery. I don't know, man. I feel like in this one, so they were the Warriors, right? When they came to
Come
out
Eaton
to
Hall.
play.
Yeah, Warriors. No one did that. They did the fucking
Why
SNL.
didn't they do that?
Yeah, they did.
I'm surprised. They recycled all kinds of other bullshit.
Right.
So
Yeah.
They had the whole gag about like that they gave the varsities like, "Oh no, my mom just made these brownies." And then fucking Mother Dick Abraham from The Walking Dead. What's his name? Cole.
Yeah. Abraham from
Yeah,
The Walking Dead is
yeah.
in this movie as like a
Mother
Bobo
Dick.
jock.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So they like fucking
Mother
Charlie. Charlie hands him a fucking. He's like, "Oh no, my mom just made these fucking brownies. Oh no!" And then like fucking Mother Dick fucking reaches in the bag and it's like it's horse manure. And he's like, "Oh, horse manure."
But it just
like
looks
grass.
like grass. I thought
Yeah.
it was I thought. For a second, I know I'm like I had to remind myself this is a Disney movie, but for like a second I was like, is he gonna try and like get him in trouble for weed or something?
No, horse manure. Yeah.
Yeah.
Not that creative. It's
Yeah.
fucking horse manure.
Yeah.
Cool. And then there was what other kind of shit did they fucking regurgitate in this movie? There was, oh yeah, they had the roping scene again.
Yeah.
They did that.
Yeah,
This time-
the first impression of them on ice at that school is them roping each other.
Yeah.
Like, hey guys, this is what you're gonna get. We got a scholarship.
Notice they made the wise choice of not getting the only black kid on the team wrapped up in a rope.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, of course they give him some great dialogue. The first line of the movie is, "Man, there ain't a lot of brothers here." And then he said, "What else does he say?" It's all like forced, like, and then they give him glasses.
And then they said something. He's like, "Oh, you watch too much TV." And he's like, "In my neighborhood, it's the only way to stay safe."
Yeah.
yeah,
Cool.
Like-
I'm from South Central.
Yeah, it's every sort of stereotype is in there. I'm surprised the Asian kid they didn't shove like a
computer in front of his
Yeah,
face?
yeah, he wasn't like according to my calculations.
Yeah.
Yeah, but
Oh, they made him a Bash brother.
yeah,
at the end
they
of the
could have
movie.
made him like
Yeah.
they could have made him like Data, where he just like
Yeah.
has all these crazy gadgets.
Well, you know what's-
Dr. Jones.
Yeah, no time for luck, Dr. Jones.
You call him Dr. Jones, doll.
What the fuck?
Fuck. You know what? Actually, what I was gonna say is I was gonna give this franchise a little bit of praise for actually being so woke and not
ahead
not
of
really
the time.
not really like hammering into a lot of the stereotypes. You know, like the black kids maybe, but like
Yeah.
but
Just
like
because it's like literally they're just trying to figure out where to interject jokes. And they're like, well, the
Yeah.
black guys are funny, so we'll just do that.
Yeah.
Yeah, but it like did and also like in the story it makes sense because in the storyline they meet these kids in the streets of fucking
Right.
South Central.
Yeah.
So like that, it's not like too far off of what these characters would say.
But they
right?
don't beat in like.
But they don't beat in those jokes.
yeah.
Yeah. I mean, and the fact that there's two girls on the team.
Right.
I mean, and the fact that the two girls on the team are going through puberty now, and like I'm
And
like,
they're not just getting
why isn't
incessantly hit
any?
on.
Yeah, I'm like,
Yeah.
why aren't any of these kids like? Because we all know how fucking gross teenage boys are.
Right.
Can you imagine sharing a locker room with a teammate that has tits?
Well, weirdly enough, we had two girls on my team.
Oh, that's right.
when
You were
we
saying that.
when we were I was in junior. I think I was in junior high and early high school playing hockey, and there was no real like. It was, I don't know. They were just our teammates.
Yeah.
As weird as that sounds, it is like maybe there was.
But what did they look like though?
One of them was stunning.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, and the other one was not like she looked great. I mean, they were both like pretty
Yeah.
girls.
Yeah.
One of them was a fucking smoke show, or probably grew up to be a smoke show. But anyway, yeah, there was no. I mean, maybe for me, me and my friends just saw them as teammates.
Yeah.
I'm sure there was a couple
I'm
guys
sure
in the
it's-
locker room
I'm sure
that were
it's-
like,
Well, they did have what's his name had some funny moments when he was backing down on the Warriors.
oh
chick.
yeah, Rodriguez.
Yeah, Rodriguez had a great scene
Yeah.
where he.
Oh, my God.
Yeah, so he tries to hit
yeah.
on the lead. He tries to hit on the
like,
Warriors star
Yeah,
players
just licking his
chick.
lips all.
Yeah.
"What's up, girl?"
Yeah, he's just spitting game immediately. Like, hey, yo, give me 5 minutes and I'll fuck your brains out. Whatever he said to her.
She's like, I only fuck with varsity, whatever. Nah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and then he crawls into the table and stares under their skirts.
yep.
And then he looks at the camera and he's like, So there is some of that in this movie.
You remember
It turned
when,
into Porky's all of a sudden.
you remember when sexual assault was funny, guys?
In Mighty Ducks 3.
Yeah, I'm surprised they didn't have a. Yeah, I bet they would have had like a joke with like the coach too. He's like, I know those chicks are hot, but guys, get back, get back to work. Yeah.
By the way, I
Crank
sealed
it
up
later.
the glory hole in the bathroom. Yeah.
You know what's weird though? They do the Warrior guys at the end. The Warriors get like really aggressive. Not the Warriors. Sorry, the varsity team gets really aggressive.
Right.
And
Turn it up. The coach that just all of a sudden shows up. For varsity.
Yeah, like Jerry Springer's brother or whatever.
Yeah.
With the great ADR. Every time he talks, it's some other guy's voice. Yeah, great game. We'll see you later. It's like some dude in
Hit him
like
in the throat. Like, next scene.
Speaking of ADR, yeah, ADR was
a big part.
Was like that was like the extra cast member. Really,
Oh my
I mean,
Yeah. Did Goldberg have like 48 hours of just sitting there? What do you guys want me to do?
Yeah.
You know, doing oh man, my balls.
Yeah.
Whatever. Yeah. Yeah. What?
They probably had like fucking 30 sheets of dialogue. They're like, here's all these fucking.
No, there's some distinguished voiceover guys like, so who am I reading for today? And it's like,
Goldberg.
Yeah, Goldberg. Okay. Hey, where's the pastrami?
Yeah.
How was that?
Yeah. Well,
Yeah.
and then we're gonna switch over to Aberman.
Yeah.
Fuck.
Oy vey. Whoa.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And now we're gonna do the Chinese kid.
yeah.
Fuck, dude.
I'll let you guys use your imagination for that. I already did a Data impression, but no, dude, the thing with fucking the thing that killed me though is The sound effects, by the way, are also in full effect. Because this one's a little bit more serious in tone, a tiny bit with Charlie's like bipolar stuff.
Yeah.
But like
juxtaposition of the fucking wacky
it's all just insane sound effects.
And it was like, and really, really noticeable because some of the parts weren't even that big, physically.
Nope.
But they just have these wild sound effects.
The meeps
totally went
and the
with
beeps and the creeps.
The bleeps, the sweeps, and the creeps. Yeah.
They really tried to like put in some like they tried to add in some heart, because there really wasn't much heart that was like in the movie because Bombay didn't have his own personal battle and demons to like overcome. So it's basically just like Charlie being an asshole, and they're like, "Hey, Charlie, you shouldn't be an asshole to the coach because the coach has got a retarded daughter that he's, and that's why he's an asshole.
Yeah.
So you should be nice because of his retarded daughter. So even though he's a dick to you, whatever, But really, I felt like the coach was in the right the entire fucking movie. Charlie was being an asshole and totally.
So I was one of the ducks. Shut up. That's basically what he's doing.
Remember the time when I was a duck that didn't play in that last game? Yeah, I should be the captain. Fuck you.
Yeah.
And it was great to see them break the fourth wall for the first time about the Anaheim Ducks. Because when he's trying to hit on that chick, he finally mentions, he's like, they have a team. You've ever heard of the Anaheim Ducks? They got a team
No, I never
based
heard
on
of
it.
them.
Yeah.
You know that logo you see on every kid fucking walking around in the last 2 years? What?
Well, yeah.
Yeah, I love how both the girls call someone a dumb jock. In the movie.
You're a jock. It's like they're all jocks.
And it's a girl like in hockey pads, like on the team, like, you're a dumb jock.
And like, dude, the varsity team, it's like, they were playing fucking jokes here and there, or like, pulling pranks or whatever. But for the most part, I don't know, they got a bad rap.
Well, the lead dude, the main player, the Riley.
Oh yeah,
Pat Riley's son.
Yeah.
He does have like a Brett Kavanaugh kind of at it. Like he does. He definitely seems like a rapey.
Yeah.
He's got like an evil grin. He's 28.
Right.
He's like 14 years of age. Yeah. Are they all 14 in that movie?
I think that varsity is supposed to be
varsity
like 16,
would be like
17.
16, 17.
Okay. And then I love how they bring back a Bash brother.
Yeah, at the end of the game.
Yeah.
Guess what, guys? Got a scholarship. All of a sudden, here I am.
Yeah, what was like? Do you think maybe there was a scheduling conflict or something? And that's why they put him at the end,
or maybe they just
the bus took forever today across town in Minneapolis
because they did say it like at the beginning, like, oh, he found out Bombay's not going to be there, so he dipped.
Yeah, I don't know. I think it more so was they probably just didn't have enough room for him.
Yeah,
and they're like, why are we going to write him in the script? We don't really have a place for him yet.
Yeah.
And we need that extra boost at the end. So we'll just bring him back. And then there was that weird strip tease that he did inside the penalty box.
Yeah.
What the fuck?
Why didn't they bring back I really missed the little Italian kid from the first one.
That would have been awesome.
Yeah, go suck an egg.
Yeah.
It's funny if they just use him as a puck. They just fucking throw him into the net. He's like, ugh. Like, it's like
Hey, it's not against regulation rules.
Yeah.
I don't know what to say.
That kid was so tiny. He looked like a head detective from In Living Color, like where it was just David Wayne's as like the potato head.
Yeah.
And they just throw him. Yeah, that kid was like Simon Birch, dude. He was so fucking tiny. Remember that movie Simon Birch, the little guy in the. There's like it's like a little kid. He looks like Drew Carey kind of if he was like Vern Troyer size.
Oh yeah,
but there's like a scene.
That Stuart Little kid.
Yeah. He kind of looks like the kid from Jerry Maguire, but like if you just smashed him. Yeah. And may he rest in peace. But I mean, fuck, man, you got some people coming back for this one. Bombay comes back a couple times to save them.
Yeah,
like swing his big old Bombay ball sack.
His fucking lawyer hammer.
Yeah.
Guess what? They're gonna stay because I'm representing them.
And I love the dean is so wishy-washy. He's such a fucking like. 1 minute he's like, these guys, you guys better be thinking about what you're gonna do when we kick you to the curb. And then when Bombay shows up, oh okay, he definitely is like a Disney executive probably. And I love his fucking bow tie. And then at one point he's a Southern accent. He goes from like British. He goes from like British almost, where he's like, "Oh, this distinguished school," and then at one point he's like, "No, that's over there." Like he has like a fucking tennis, like a drawl. Yeah, it's weird. Yeah, where he's like shutting that fucking bald asshole that he has with him.
Oh yeah,
like, who is that guy that's showing off to?
I think he was.
He was
like,
one of the alumni committee guys. Or something
like a donor for the school or something.
Yeah. He's so upset with like the way Charlie's acting, but he's not baffled by like the horrible plays, like the fucking the rodeo dude doing like the Yeah. He isn't really baffled by that, but I mean, I guess
or Goldberg like not like on skates, fucking around on the ice.
But his reaction, I guess, is all justified.
Yeah, exactly. It is, and then all of a sudden, the dean of students is now the Ducks' biggest advocate. It's just...
it sounds like someone that would be like, like an executive where it's like they're going the way the wind blows,
right,
where he's like, also, oh, they're gonna be hot this year now.
Yeah. Also, one of the things at stake that they brought up too was that they were going to change the team name to Ducks if they won.
And they do.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But how is that up to the varsity team and not up to the fucking committee?
No.
Yeah.
And then Paul Correa shows up all of a sudden. It's like, guys, we got Paul Correa for a second here. Hey,
we got to talk about that announcer, by the way.
Yeah, that announcer kid. What? And he even announces when the Asian kid's getting bullied at the beginning. Mm-hmm. And he goes,
that was his introduction.
To no one. Yeah,
exactly. Yeah, he's over by the locker. Yeah.
So he's this
Asian
fucking
kid gets bullied.
Yeah. He's like this kid on the spectrum that just like
They used
to announce all the games.
It would be funny if that kid...
do you think he goes home and announces his own life?
Pretty much.
I'm eating this bowl of cereal coming right into my mouth. Right?
Yeah, I scored.
And it'd be great if it was just all in his head. Like that kid's actually not at the game.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's actually Coach Orion's daughter.
Yeah.
Her spirit animal.
Oh shit,
dude! Like fucking Paul, and like the thing is about a lot of hockey players, and I'm not, there's not a lot of personality with hockey players. There's only a very select few hockey players that like shine in front of cameras, and Paul Correa is definitely not one of those people.
Yeah, for sure.
Because he's like, yeah, guys, the Ducks are here and they're doing good. And fucking. What a waste. They should have had...
Yeah, they're all very monotone.
They really... Like, a lot of them.
A lot of them, yeah.
Even the ones that are, like, in that point in time, like, the stars of the league. Like, Marc Messier was just... It's like... Messier was, like, banging Madonna at that point in time.
Yeah.
And then Sergei Fedorov was just like, I speak Russian. Like, none of these people, like, have, like, good personality.
Yeah.
It's still that way to this day. Like, I think that's what...
It's funny, but even that being said, I still think they have... A lot of them are smarter and better to talk to than football players.
Right. Yeah. Like even keel.
Or even basketball. Some basketball players are just fucking idiots too. So like when they try and interview them like after the games, they're just like they don't make any goddamn sense. Like you remember old Karl Malone fucking interviews?
Karl Malone. Yeah, those are the best. With Jimmy Kimmel.
Jimmy Kimmel would do Santa Carl and
I remember that. Yeah.
Were they trying to cancel Kimmel for?
Because he did blackface.
He did blackface as Karl
Malone. Yeah, I used to have Karl Malone shoes. The mailman shoes. Yeah, they're pretty dope, dude.
I found a pair of LA Gears in the thrift the other day.
Oh, fuck.
Yeah. And there was dog shit all over the bottom.
Oh, wow.
And I'm like holding on to them like, I got some LA Gears. I'm like, there's dog shit all over these fucking things.
Weren't LA Gears like, was there something wrong with them while they stopped? Was there like lead in the shoe?
I mean, probably. It was the 80s and 90s. So.
Yeah.
But
LA Gears were the shit, bro. I had these black ones that had blue lights on the bottom of them.
They were the ones that really did a lot of the lights.
Yeah, those were the shit.
Dude, shoes with lights, where are those? Why not? Everything's so silly pants. How come that hasn't really made a comeback?
I don't know.
It kind of has. There's a few companies that are, but not like the classic ones. Like,
well, I feel like all the kids right now are getting into all the shit that we were into in the 90s. Like everyone's getting ugly, oversized clothes.
Right.
Yeah.
Because Billie Eilish. So it's funny though because now though they have like the savvy of like modern like fashion. So like a chick will be wearing like a Oshkosh Bagosh Bugle Boy fucking oversized dog shit sweater or something. But then it's like cut where you can see like,
some
it's just
tits.
Yeah, well, I mean like you can see some more modern stuff thrown in there, but tits, too. But yeah. But no, I was actually talking about Goldberg. I'd love to see him wearing that. But it's just funny.
He's
Yeah,
got some
it's
nice tits.
but it's funny though because the retro stuff is coming back. You know,
Yeah, it always does.
and it's just weird though because I just can't wait to see like a kid in like a Dr. Seuss like Stussy hat or something, like be like a quintessential '90s kid.
Oh yeah, I remember those Dr. Seuss
Seuss hats. Yeah, why the fuck?
Oh,
hats.
yeah.
Theme parks have
Fucking
a lot
Jamiroquai.
of those. Yeah, the
Yeah.
Jamiroquai
Yeah.
hat.
I could see, those will come back eventually. Like it'll just take somebody like on a big level to do it, kind of like Pharrell was doing with the fucking weird cowboy hats.
Yeah.
And then all of a sudden,
Fucking
like, you saw-
Arby's hat.
Yeah, Arby's hat.
And then all of a sudden, you saw every Dingleberry like wearing one of those, and you're like, okay, dude. Like,
I mean, the man bun could be a thing in 2016.
Yeah.
So, like, yeah.
you know what's funny is lately with cutting hair, like I've cut more mullets in the last 2
God.
weeks than I have in the last 10 years.
Really?
Yeah, man. They're coming back in like the normal person. You know, like the normal guy is like, you know what? I think I've gone this long without getting a haircut during quarantine. I think I'm just gonna fucking keep the back long.
Yeah, in the 90s, I mean, a lot of hockey players have mullets, but in the early 90s, or no, early thousands, remember the mullet rage?
Yeah.
Oh, mullets are so hilarious. Oh,
Yeah.
my God. Those fucking dumb hillbilly haircuts. That was like the big joke. Was
Yeah.
a mullet. He's got a mullet, dude.
Yeah.
It's so funny.
Yeah.
And they had a television show called The Mullets that lasted 3
Yes.
episodes. Remember that?
Yes.
Christ.
Yeah, it was like Stifler in that or something. I feel like he would be with the mullet. But yeah, it was just...
No, but he's an old school. He plays that guy. He's like the fucking the carnival guy. He's at the birthday party, right? Sean William Scott.
Yeah,
And
yeah,
he's got
yeah.
the fucking mullet. He's got the trank gun.
Oh, that's it. That's what I'm thinking of,
Yeah,
man. Yeah. That's a great movie. But
Just
yeah.
took one right to the jugular.
Yeah. He's really hilarious in that movie,
Yeah.
actually. Yeah, man. I don't know. It was so much fun to watch these movies and revisit them with you guys. Like, it just kind of like takes you back to a simpler time, you know, like a time when. You know, anything can happen at the ice rink, you know?
Yeah, roping is a penalty.
Yeah, right. Yeah.
And groping.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was, be allowed. It'd just be laughable. Oh, hilarious. Yeah, it's crazy, man. What else do we don't have any Randy Newman's cousin songs in this one.
No, we don't. I wish. That'd be awesome.
No, but we did. Did we already talk about her liking Pantera? Yeah, we did.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah. And there was
Yeah.
that one like fucking cheesy ass like fake ska song when they were like fucking Charlie and Fulton. It's Fulton.
Yeah, Fulton,
right?
yeah.
Yeah, when they were like, man, fuck this, we're ducks and we're dropping out of school, and then they go to the fucking mall.
Oh,
we're
yeah,
at
yeah,
the
yeah.
mall and we're kicking some ass. Yeah,
Yeah.
going on.
Yeah. And there's another generic 90s song in this one, too, where it's like
Oh yeah, it's like Bare Naked Ladies.
Yeah.
Yeah, it sounds just like Bare Naked
Yeah.
Ladies too.
Yeah, it's actually the half naked lady.
Oh
What the
shit,
heck?
my bad. That's
Oh.
me,
Oh,
guys.
sick, dude.
Was it Charlie Conway? Let me back, coach. I'm just bummed that, you know, watching all these movies, the biggest disappointment is that the assistant coach doesn't make a comeback in this
Not
one.
at all.
you
Well,
know?
he was in this one though.
Oh, yeah, in the flashback scenes.
Yeah, in the flashback scenes. So
Yeah.
at least he got a royalty.
I think he
check.
probably legally just couldn't be by that many children at that point. So,
right, yeah.
Yeah.
They revoked my probation, man.
Yeah, I fucked up, man. I pissed next to the elementary school. Fuck me, right?
Turns out you can't have cocaine possession around minors.
Turns out you can't let Goldberg try stuff.
He
shit.
just partied.
No,
He
yeah.
partied after that first fucking
fuck.
championship, bro.
No, but
That's what happened to
I
Goldberg.
genuinely, I think, you know, I feel bad. Goldberg is like, this was like his movie too, kind of. Like
Yeah.
He gets his redemption.
Yeah,
in a
he
Well,
does.
weird
I mean,
fucking way.
aside from Mr. Magooin all the way down the fucking
Yeah.
these stairs and yeah,
and
that.
doing dickhead shit like trying to sabotage the other goaltender.
Yeah, I thought that was gonna go a little further too. I thought that was gonna be another like subplot. Like,
No, just made her puke once.
was that they were gonna be like kind of competing for
Yeah.
who was gonna be the starter.
the hazing
She was
pretty,
a way better goaltender than he was. so
Absolutely.
he was a fucking lop of shit.
Yeah,
I love the hazing too. The hazing went really far between them. Like there's that dinner that
Yeah.
why would 14-year-olds go to this fancy dinner that's not put on by the school?
Right.
yeah.
Like what? Hey, bro, let's
Yeah.
all go to fucking Le Vin Papi.
Yeah.
And like, what was that? Like, all of them were there. It's like that should be a
School
school
sanctioned
like
thing.
yeah.
Yeah,
And
there would
they're-
totally be a coach there.
yeah, they're like, and then they get the bill,
Yeah.
and they're like,
Yeah.
and then they make them do the dishes,
Right.
which is hilarious because they're an all-star team on high school hockey radio that Hans listens to all the time. At one point Hans does a Yoda and dies in the middle of the movie, and he's like, "Well, Charlie, I'm gonna be dead. Goodbye."
You see me drinking this tea? This is a precursor to let the audience know that I am a sick old man. Goodbye, Charlie. I will see you never again, brother. Goodbye.
I know. Do
Forever.
not. Do not hire a PI. I am definitely dead.
And don't look for my brother Jan. He never existed.
Hey, in the new series, like there's a new guy in it named like Ron's, and he's got like Bob Ross hair or something, and like.
I've been shaved.
Yeah. Yes, I work at the shop. I have no relation to Hans or Jans.
I am Ron's. Their cousin.
I know. I am 190 years old. Yeah.
Oh God. There's gotta be, dude. They gotta have a fucking character like.
Dude. There's gonna. Please tell me Hans. Yeah, it's gotta be Hans's grandson.
And you know what? God damn it. They really should bring back that fucking driver.
Yeah,
he was the best character in the whole fucking show.
It was like the most like modern sense of humor too. Like a fuck up guy. Like it was kind of like it was really funny. Like it was
cool,
like
dude.
a Wayne's World character.
He was, he was. Yeah, totally.
Yeah. It was. Yeah.
Like they we're like, hey, you're in Wayne's World. We're just gonna play the same character here. And he's like, fuck yeah, man.
Yeah.
Dude.
God, he was the best character in the whole fucking series. Damn it.
I know him and Nubsy that they cut.
Nubsy.
That didn't. He was the paraplegic, the
quadriplegic.
the amputee star player that they cut from the film due to protest. But Nubsy was going to be a hit.
I can already see the merchandise.
It's funny because back then, like, it wouldn't be a protest over like that being insensitive. It'd be a protest like. Fucking, they wouldn't be playing on the ice with these professionals. Get that fucking freak out of here. What an insult. And then everyone would be like, you know what? They have their place.
Yeah.
Averman will have to, no.
Cut Averman. They really should have.
Yeah, no. Yeah, what did Averman do? Did he
just
do it?
made fucking cracks the whole time. I wear glasses. Fuck.
Yeah, Averman actually looks like the Jewish neighbor from Family Guy.
Oh, he does. Yeah, I wonder. Yeah, I feel like has Mighty Ducks been in Family Guy? They have, right? At one point, they've mentioned literally everything from the Snorks to
maybe I don't know.
Yeah, I feel like they probably would be.
They have to have been, probably.
Because, dude, like it's crazy because we've touched on this before, but like these movies had like a cultural impact for a moment, and it's kind of crazy, and I'm really curious to see what happens in this new series, and we'll definitely have to do a follow up and have our thoughts on that. I'm expecting more melodrama, though. Unfortunately,
I have a feeling it's gonna be a lot of like, the problem is that everything everything seems so forced with like for instance, like this, we talked about this earlier, but like this movie, these movies, like it really didn't beat down your fucking throat like gender politics or whatever. And I think that all these movies now, they're like, no, like they make a big deal out of this stuff.
Yeah.
And I think a lot of it has to do with like Disney knows like, oh, if we beat this drum, this is going to generate clicks on social media, and this is going to like drum up support and people that are shitty, like pissed off about this. So we got to do this because it is going to rally people for and against this, and all publicity is good publicity. So we're just going to fucking do this stuff because then we're going to look like a hero to certain people. I think that people do that in general, as in corporations really know how to fucking milk it.
Yeah, it'd be great just to have fun. Can we have like a fun thing now?
Wish.
Everything. Yeah, I could just see it. They're like going to be 2.5 hour episodes where like hockey's played for 5 minutes, and then it's like it's going to be like a real downer.
Yeah,
like, I think
some weird episode about gender politics.
Yeah, they'll play Radiohead, and then Bombay will get canceled, or I have no idea.
Yeah, totally.
Yeah,
I mean, there could be a good touch on that. I mean, like I said, there's all these undertones of like a lot of things, a lot of real issues in these movies, and
but they do it quick.
Yeah,
they just kind of get to it.
Moves.
It's and I like that. Nowadays they can't. It's like, you know what, the '90s. Let's do the '90s and '80s, but but not fun.
Right.
Yeah.
Let's just do that, guys. Are you excited? I mean, that's the one thing. Everything's always bleak and dark now.
I'm thinking they can even touch on, if they do try and do this, the gender politics and all that shit.
Hey, there's a rapist coach in the new one.
Sandusky's back.
No, they could be doing that. Trying to separate the genders when when we had two female players already, what I mean?
Yeah, totally.
And maybe that could be like a battle, to get the girls back on the team.
I
You know
love
what I mean?
that.
Ryan, you should be riding for it, dude.
That's great.
That'd be a cool concept, and to have one of those girls come back to kind of fight for this team to come back.
Man. I love that.
Yeah.
They didn't have the coach of what's the team in the first one? The Hawks.
Yeah, the Hawks.
He needs to come back for
I
this
think
one.
he's dead.
I don't.
Or he's probably 900 years old.
Yeah. No, he'll be all real skinny and liver spotted
Yeah.
and hey,
Still from
Emilio.
Arkansas.
Yeah.
Still from Arkansas.
Yeah,
though.
Arkansas, Minneapolis, or whatever.
Yeah. Still mad about Pee Wee hockey.
Yeah.
You pissed your dream away.
Oh yeah, you think you're a hot shit because you played the Goodwill games. Well, guess what? Fuck you.
I'm back and I'm racist and sexist
Yeah.
more than ever.
Yeah. Oh, they would have him as the villainous, yeah.
And his sidekick would be Adam Banks. It's he's made a full turn,
Yeah.
Banks, come here.
Yeah, Adam Banks would look like Richard Spencer. It'd be like a nationalist or something.
I
Yeah,
fucking hope they bring back all these characters, man.
I hope so,
I hope
man.
so. I mean,
Yeah.
I mean, why not?
Yeah,
But
but
you know what I noticed because I watched the trailer is Emilio is looking so much like his fucking dad.
Yeah, I mean,
It's,
they
they
all look the same. They all look
But
alike.
he
I mean,
really does. Now that he's getting old, it's whoa, crazy.
Yeah.
You look just like fucking your dad.
yeah.
yeah, dude. And speaking of fucking your dad, I hope that the
Oedipus Rex.
I hope that the rodeo guy's back in this one. Howdy. Yeah, it's gonna be him. There's gonna be some melodrama with him in it.
And UC Smollett.
Yeah. Oh shit. Oh yeah. That's right. He was in the first.
It's gonna come out that he was the guy.
He was the guy.
I got roped.
Oh fuck.
He's like,
Well,
yeehaw!
guess what? We got hey UC, how's it going? Yeah. So anyway, we figured out a way to bring you back to the Mighty Ducks. Okay? And you know what? It's gonna be great. Okay, hear me out on this one, right? Picture this. You're getting.
Wait, what is Michael Phelps? What is the hillbilly Michael Phelps' name? What's his name?
I always forget. I don't know.
Let's just call
you
him
guys are
fucking-
better at this name game than me,
Yeah,
man.
Something Jackson. Jackson or
Roy
fucking-
Rogers, Jackson,
Here, I'll fucking
McGee.
I'll look it up right now.
yeah, ears.
Tell you what.
Yeah.
Oh God, that would actually be fucking hilarious if they did that.
Yeah. Yeah.
He comes in with a Trump hat and shit.
Yeah,
It's
yeah,
like,
my
It's
God.
like-
it's like, wait a minute.
they would have to force that. Yeah, you were letting them on the team. I mean, we had girls, but they knew their place. No, but dude, it's just man. But it's been a blast, dude. I was thinking about it, and I think there's something about the Mighty Ducks that will always hold a place in my heart. But you were talking about some of the '90s movies that you hadn't seen before, like Little Giants
all
and stuff.
those sports movies I never
Was it
saw.
Portman?
I think
I
it's
think it was,
Portman.
yeah.
Yeah. Oh yeah. He's Natalie Portman's brother.
Yeah.
Yeah. I was born in Nazareth, or wherever she's. I don't know where she's from. I don't know. But dude, guys, fellas, this is always fun. I'm glad we could get through this.
Yeah.
I hope all you guys have enjoyed our silly little. We like to goof. This is a comedy program, but I do hold a place in my heart for the Mighty Ducks.
My bad.
What's his name?
What's that?
Portman was the other Bash brother.
Oh, okay.
Oh, there's like Keanu Reeves' brother. Or whatever. Yeah,
the,
but
the 35-year-old that
Yeah.
was just fucking.
I'm
jacked.
back.
Yeah.
Fucking he's all jacked.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, just strip, bro. Yeah, that's perfect.
Yeah, dude, we're gonna end the show and find out what the hillbilly dude's name is. I know someone out there's gonna be like, "It's Gunner," or what is it?
Is it Rick?
No.
Rick Dicker, my favorite.
Rick Dicker.
Dude. The new in Los Angeles, there was the Fox 11 News. There's a guy I remember forever. He was a news broadcaster, but he'd always be in the helicopter, and forever he'd have a different name. Like I swear to God, it was like Rick Honeydew Donahue. Like he kept changing the name, and he landed on Rick Dicker. which is the greatest like 70s porno name ever. Like,
Rick Dickard.
I'm Rick Dickard with there's going to be a storm in my pants.
Did you find it? What's
No,
it?
I can't find him. Hold on, I'm looking. Oh, Josh.
Josh?
Let's see.
Josh Dicker?
Josh Dickard.
Because they're giving like you can click on the character's name and it'll give you like excerpts of like what their lines were.
Come over here, Yusi. I'm gonna get you.
Oh no, Josh was the one who got fucking. Oh, he was the announcer kid.
Oh, that fucking dick.
Richie Rich or whatever. Yeah.
It's funny how they replaced Bob Miller with that fucking kid.
Yeah, it's weird. Yeah, Bob Miller was in 2, and then it's this kid.
And that kid.
Yeah.
And then they put Paul. They should have just. That would have been cool if they brought back Bob Miller.
Yeah, that would have been cool. Him being at the high school.
Yeah. Hey, guess what? I got it.
I guess it does make sense. That it'd
Yeah.
be like a different, kid. And it'd be funny if it was the driver coming back.
Yeah.
Yeah.
With
Yeah, I don't
Bob
know.
Miller.
Fuck, I wonder if we're gonna find out. Yeah, I want to see this real quick. I'm curious. What is the hillbilly's name?
Oh, here it
in
is.
the
Okay, I got it. It's Scott.
Scott?
Yeah.
Is it just like Michael Scott? Like that's his last name, Scott?
I wrote him down as Cowboy. And it says, I have a note here. It says, Cowboy smuggles in a fucking horse.
Oh yeah,
Oh yeah.
yeah. The one of the hazing when they like they do like yeah.
And the ant gag, when they were doing the fire ant gag, and he's like on a horse with a Zorro mask on, and he gets
Yeah.
Mother Dick. He ropes him.
Yeah.
That was so stupid.
Yeah. I mean, how do you not get expelled for hog tying somebody?
yeah.
That whole scene was so weird too, because it was like they were trying to be so like, okay, we got to be quiet. We're like snooping around.
Yeah.
Be quiet. And then it's like, all right, get the fucking vacuum out, turn it on.
yeah. And Charlie's got a flashlight in his mouth the whole time. Like,
So stupid.
yeah, was that the director of Powder that did this movie? All right, Charlie, please put this flaccid object in your mouth a few times.
I'm gonna run out
We're
and
gonna
piss.
need-
Like I got you guys on dual screen right now.
Oh, cool.
yeah,
Yeah.
dude,
Well, I
look
mean,
at
this is
that.
the
We're
this is the end.
we're wrapping this thing up.
Guys, follow Ryan D on
pisstracker.com.
pisstracker.com. No, Hit the Mics podcast. Ross, where can people follow you, sir?
You can find me on YouTube and on Instagram, but mostly on on this podcast because
That's right.
it's the best.
Yeah, you got,
So-
dude. This is awesome, man. I'm excited. We're aligning together to have fun, talk about life, theme parks, the whatever
Mighty Ducks movies, hockey.
movies. Who knows? Maybe we'll do a Ninja Turtles special. But
Yeah, I mean but the thing is, the Ninja Turtles movies, like the first one was cool. The second one was, I mean, it's kind of like the Mighty Ducks movies. Like they kind of in sequence just get shittier and shittier and shittier. But Mighty Ducks was really influential for me. One of the most important movies of my fucking life. And it's, it launched a fucking new series and a hockey team and fucking all kinds of great shit. An animated series.
Yeah.
I love these movies. I bought a hat. I don't even like the Ducks. I hate the Mighty Ducks. As far as the team goes, I fucking hate them. But I got this hat, and I'm happy about this hat. It's cool.
that's awesome. Yeah, I have a lot of memories, man. My first ever preseason game was at a Mighty Ducks game, and it was a trip, man. It was the first time seeing professional hockey. No, actually, no, it wasn't. It was the they weren't playing professional hockey. No, it was a game. It was
the
cool
Ducks
though.
playing, so it wasn't professional.
Yeah, no, it was fun.
Bob Corkum running around.
No, but guys, it's been fun. Be safe, everybody. Until next time, au revoir.